Did he surprise you coming through that first match, Marshall?
Well, it surprised me that he played that inside line. The players have been predominantly playing out. Now, he was starting the ball in and sending it to out. But, yeah, it did kind of surprise me as see Randy-Pedersen. He's smiling already. He hasn't thrown his first ball yet.
Pedersen, the defending champion. Here in Indianapolis. First shot, second match.
Put the kids to bed. It's free show, baby.
Come on, Randy, get into it.
Better save some energy. Brian-Voss said he worked very hard. He has bowled not very well the past few weeks. Worked very hard to go hard and straight. And a little bit straighter, certainly, than Randy and some of the other players in tonight's telecast. He gets a strike. Doug Kent looking to get a strike here in the first. All three players with strikes.
Well, all three players striking. I tell you, we've got a lot of experience in this second round match, both with Pedersen and with Voss. Voss is the one that has won the most titles, the most money, but Pedersen is great on television. Well, that ball got away from him. Leaves the 1, the 2, the 6, and the 10.
He just threw the bad shot, do you believe, off his hand, Marshall?
Yeah, just look at it. He didn't get enough roll on the ball to get it back to the pocket.
Smooth stroking Brian-Voss, just the 10-pin.
Solid 10. Two ways to make this. You can either go left of the head pin and knock it into the 6 and the 10, or you can go right between the 1 and the 6. That's what it looks like Randy was trying to do. It didn't come off his hand right. Take a look at the long release, high backswing, and really extends the ball down the lane. Not the place he wanted to go. Voss makes his spare.
So Kent can take the early lead here in match 2, as he did in match 1 with a double. Kent looking for his 4th national title. He also has 3 regional titles. And that's a double for Doug Kent.
Boy, and there's that practice I was telling you earlier when he threw the spare ball in the middle of the lane to send the oil further down the lane, build a little bit of hold. What I mean by hold is that so the ball doesn't hook a lot in the middle. That ball was left of his pocket, but it struck.
Paying off so far.
Oh, and Randy all over the place right now.
Yeah,
Boy,
little freak show.
ball way outside to the 1 board, comes back, touches the head pin, but the 2 and the 10 will remain. Voss solid in the pocket. All 3 shots. Strike, spare, strike. And an open for Pedersen, and game goes by so quickly.
Yeah, you had mentioned that several times in the telecast. Before you know it, the game is over. I mean, he's got to make an adjustment or 2 on the lanes. It looks like he's going for some new equipment. Randy-Pedersen, as Doug Kent steps up, and you know, with this one, that's 3 in a row. He got away out, but it's coming back.
Soft 10 for Kent. Pedersen using a different ball. If he wants to play that big hook, he needs something that'll start earlier. Ball was going too long the last 2 frames.
And he found it.
Actually, he moved further outside.
Try to hook it.
A little more direct, not trying to hook quite as much. You just have so much time to make up your mind as to what you're going to do. Boy, excuse me, if your first guess isn't the right one, well, you're just in trouble. And as good as these players are, it is an educated guess. They're trying to set themselves up with the right kind of ball, the right roll to take advantage of the lane condition.
Voss up in the 4th, trying to make it a double. He's just, that's textbook, Marshall.
Well, he's got a great style. Could bowl forever throwing the ball like that. Ball over about the 8 board, going out to 7, 6 maybe. And the powerful reaction. I'm very pleased, Brian-Voss.
Kent now in the 4th after a double and a spare.
And now trailing by 1 pin.
He's right there. Boy, Doug Kent. Some beautiful shots here on Halloween night. Through the first match and a half. Kent double, spare, strike.
And Randy-Pedersen really got sucked in by what the way that Doug Kent was playing the lanes. He was not going to play that inside hook shot, but he watched Doug. Said, boy, if it looks good for him, I got to give this a shot, and then got in trouble early. 4 pin will not fall.
Voss now trying to make it 3 in a row. 20 national titles and 8 regional championships for Voss. He got that one out. It's coming back, and another one.
And he wasn't sure the 10 pin was going to fall. That was the only concern with Voss on that last shot.
Pedersen with the spare in the 5th. Struggling here. And you had mentioned all the players pretty much playing outside. Kent comes out, goes inside a little bit and makes it work, and plays on the players' minds a little bit once.
You can't help but watch.
Oh, another beautiful shot off the hand of Doug Kent. So right now, midway through the second match, Brian-Voss with 3 in a row leads by 1 pin over Doug Kent. Michelle's Wonderful World of Golf returns to ESPN Prime Time, featuring the world's top golfers on some of the top courses in the land. And boy, a classic matchup, Marshall. You got Gary Player against the Golden Bear, Jack Nicklaus from the Sunningdale Golf Club in Berkshire, England, and certainly they can still hit the golf ball.
Well, they can. You know, and Gary's been he's been hosting the show. I wonder if he's going to play and host. Can I bowl and talk?
That should be a dandy. Randy-Pedersen, who has really struggled here, Marshall, now up in the 6th.
Down by 46 pins right now.
That's so bad.
Go. Let's take a look at what Randy has in the bag, and it's the Brunswick Monster. And he changed balls. He went with a dull one to hook the lane. The spare ball is the X-Zone Low.
And Pedersen right there with that monster.
I'm sure it's sad. I didn't try that when we first started. Can I take a mulligan now, or?
He'd like to take a mulligan, but
Wrong equipment to start.
yeah, he made an educated guess, and it was the wrong one. That's got to hurry. Oh, solid 10, 6 around the bottom of the 10 pin.
Boy, Voss has bowled so well the past few weeks, and today he fired that 289 to make it to the 5th spot.
The familiar look of the ringing solid 10.
289 in that final game of match play.
He thinks he's got it right now, and it's heartbreak. I mean, I threw that as good as I could. It's got to strike. Hard and straight with the spare ball. Should be no problem.
Yeah,